In this video, I'm going to teach you about a brand new strategy on Gorod Krovi. This strategy involves the exploitation of a specific bug that I will cover later in the video, so it may be a bit controversial, but trust me when I say that this strategy is extremely fun, and it's also insanely difficult to execute properly. Unlike my previous videos where I explain the setup starting from round 1, I'm going to very briefly cover the setup and skip right to the high rounds. In order to set up for the high round strategy, you need to do the entire Easter egg. Yeah, I know, it's a lot of setup. And specifically, you need to do it in under 90 minutes. If you have trouble with this, check out my previous video, which will help you get through it faster. There are two reasons that we need to do the Easter egg. First is, if we do the Easter egg in under 90 minutes, that will give you unlimited quick revives out of the Wonder Viz machine, and therefore unlimited downs. Trust me when I say that a majority of you will need this. In my game, just around 100, I ended up taking a whopping 27 downs, and none of them were prior to completing the Easter egg. The second reason is that you need to kill the dragon in order to run this strategy in this area. If you try to run the strategy normally, the dragon will breathe fire over where you are running, which will make the strategy virtually impossible without leaving the area every few minutes. For your weapons, you're going to want to have the Vesper with Deadwire, the HVK with Fireworks, and the Kuda with Turned. Additionally, you're going to want to have the Valkyrie Mask, which actually protects you against both the Valkyries and the Manglers. Last thing to note is that when you're setting up, you need to keep the door between the top of the infirmary and the department store closed. Now, here's the strategy. At the beginning of the round, or when you get a max ammo, you're going to want to throw away all of your Widow's Wine grenades. Widow's Wine is going to make the strategy significantly harder for you. Once the zombies start spawning in, hoard a few up, use Deadwire, and then as soon as your Deadwire activates, immediately pull out your Specialist. There's a common misconception that the Specialist actually crashes your game, but this is not quite true. Only the Punch ability crashes your game, not the Flamethrower variant, and the Flamethrower variant does do infinite damage. You're going to want to run counterclockwise around the debris here, holding down the flamethrower and killing any zombies in front of you. When you turn this corner here past the stamina machine, there are no zombie spawns here, so you're going to want to use this as an opportunity to turn around and kill the zombies behind you. When the Specialist is starting to get low, wait until you turn the corner past the stamina machine, then put the Specialist away. Now, hold up, what was that? How did the Specialist recharge itself? Well, that's the bug. Here's how the bug works. If you're using the flamethrower, and while you're using the flamethrower you gain any charge on the Specialist, you will instantly get a new one as soon as you put it away. Now, getting charge can happen from a couple of things. It could be from getting kills from anything that isn't the Specialist, or from Widow's Wine activations. So a lot of things will cause this bug to accidentally happen. I found that if you just use the Specialist normally, there's a 20% chance that you're just going to get a free one as soon as you put it away. So it's quite a common bug. But that being said, what we're doing is we're forcing the bug to happen. We're getting those Deadwire kills, immediately pulling out the Specialist, so that as Deadwire continues to chain, those kills are going to recharge the Specialist and give you a new one after you put it away. This will increase the probability of it working up to about 95%, but every once in a while, for some reason, the bug doesn't happen. If that happens, you might need to go down to where the shield is and camp there until your Specialist is charged, or you can do what I do here and just keep running and playing with 3 AATs. Otherwise, that is just the strategy. Use Deadwire right here, pull out the Specialist immediately, continue using it while running counterclockwise around the debris, and then repeat. This strategy averages 11.5 seconds per horde, which is quite a bit faster than the bunker strategy with the shield. However, this strategy also comes with a higher risk of downing. If you take too many downs, it may end up being slower. I played to round 100, and my round 100 time was 6 hours and 30 minutes, and that was with the 27 downs and quite a slow playing of the strategy. So it could definitely be pushed a lot faster than that. I'll continue to leave footage on screen so you can keep watching. Here are a couple other things to keep in mind. When your shield breaks, you're going to want to get a new one immediately. The path I recommend you take is this. As soon as it breaks, use the bridge to go across to the armory. Then make your way down into the bunker and get a new shield. After that, just go up through the back door and go right back up to the strategy. Now, if your goal is past round 159, you might want to leave that door closed in order to run the turn strategy later in the game. So instead, I recommend you go through the department store. Make your way up through the department store, out to the armory, and back across the bridge, and then go back to the strategy. Either way works depending on what your goals are, but going through the infirmary will be faster. When you grab an Instakill or a death machine, you're just going to want to stand in this corner and use it like this, because no zombies will spawn behind you. If you take a down, as long as you have done the Easter egg, you will instantly receive all of your perks back except for Quick Revive. All you need to do is locate the Wonder Fizz machine and buy it back. Alternatively, you can use a Gobblegum like On the House or Raindrops to instantly give you back your Quick Revive so that you don't have to leave. Just make sure to throw your Widow's Wine grenades away after you've finished recovering from the down. Now, obviously, like I said, this strategy is a bit controversial because of the bug, and the existing rules are a bit vague. It does say that unlimited specialists are banned, but I would argue this might not be considered an unlimited specialist. The specialist does run out normally, you're just making the recharge happen a lot faster, which is different than the specialist that just never goes away. That being said, the bug isn't guaranteed to happen, and at the same time, even if you don't force the bug to happen with Deadwire, it still often just happens by accident. So I feel like the only really good way to enforce that type of rule would be to ban using the specialist entirely. But that's all besides the point. I'm not really here to talk about whether or not it should be legal. Frankly, I don't care what the leaderboard sites decide because those have a history of being poorly run. I'm just here to make this video for you, the average player, who's looking for a different and more fun way to play Gorod Krovi. Trust me when I say this strategy is genuinely so much fun, even if it exploits the bug. I actually sat down and played for almost 7 hours straight from round 1 to round 100. And trust me, I'm not really good at sitting in one spot for longer than 3 hours playing zombies, so this was a lot of fun. You might want to give this a try if you're just a casual player, and if you're someone looking to get your first round 100. If you'd like to see the full gameplay footage, I've left a link down in the description for the entire VOD, which also includes me doing the Easter egg for the first 20 rounds. Anyway, that's the new strategy. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe for more awesome new strategies like this one. Black Ops 6 is only 2 weeks away, and I will be making lots of awesome guides for both Terminus and Liberty Falls as soon as the game launches. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.